Hey, this is Seth with In Demand Career. I show people how to get jobs in digital marketing with no previous experience or education. And this is my December 2020 digital marketing career walkthrough, where I give you examples of the kinds of jobs that are available and the kinds of jobs my students have been getting month after month after month. And now it's the middle of December. I see 48,000 digital marketing jobs in the United States. Remember, guys, this is up from when it was down to 26,000 in March. So it's double, and it's up 2,000 from a month ago. Remember, this is every day. So every day, some jobs are getting filled and new jobs are being added. It's always changing. If you don't see an opportunity this week, try in a week or try in a couple days. There's so many. I couldn't possibly go through all 48,000. I'm just going to show you a few. So this is a remote digital media specialist position in Manchester, New Hampshire, but it's remote, optimizing campaign performance, monitoring keyword selection, campaign budgets, local paid digital media. This is a really good point. I'm glad I said that there because, guys, remember, there's millions of companies advertising on Google Ads. Most of them are small to medium-sized businesses that are local. You're not, some of my students like Boris did get a job with Procter & Gamble, which is not local. It's a huge multi-billion-dollar company. But so many of these of your clients and these agencies are built on these small businesses, which is why when you start generating your own experience with small local businesses, it is so valuable. So define strategy for local paid media. This is exactly what you would learn how to do in the course. Remember, guys, I've said again and again, like a mantra, doesn't require a bachelor's degree. I know they say that. They don't care. And every single one of these job postings, not every single one, but most of these, I was kind of blown away because nearly every single one of these job postings says the same thing, which is like, required experience. And then it says Google AdWords certification preferred. And I've said this in every single one of my videos. That is a signal that this job, like, again, it's not set in stone. It's like saying we need a truck driver. And if you have a license, that's preferred. It's like very mixed signals. If you are serious or you take my course, if you're a serious digital marketer, you're going to be certified. So it just says to me there's a lot more latitude in hiring than you might think. And it was posted 2 weeks ago and there hasn't even been 25 applicants. So that is definitely one I would check out. Here's one for a company called Ifrog. Passion is contagious, responsible for daily management of accounts. Assuming this is paid. SEO, SEM display, blah, blah, blah. 3 to 5 years. Again, you hear me say this again and again, ignore it. Most of my students have gotten jobs where it said 3 years or 4 years were required, and it's not. Again, 3 to 5 years of experience and then preferred certified. What? I don't get it. It should be a requirement. And the fact that it isn't is, further proof that there's latitude here. Once again, posted 3 weeks ago, be among the first 25 applicants. Let's see here. I like it says a collaborative, supportive, and creative team. I don't know if I've posted Matt's interview yet. He talks about how important support is, and it's really great. At a lot of these entry-level jobs, you get a lot of support. This is a really cool remote opportunity. Let me close that window. Here's another one. Posted 1 month ago. Be among the first 25 applicants. A player, primary self-motivated, digitally savvy. You're going to have a portfolio of 20 to 25 clients. This is. So this is one of those positions where it sounds like they want you to do some content strategy, some SEO, and some paid stuff. Where this is where in the course you learn all these different things, and it really bolsters how compelling you are as a candidate. Don't be intimidated when you see 20 to 25 clients. A lot of my students have that. I had at my first agency job, they handed me 30 clients with no previous experience. But this is also very interesting. Like I said, it's been up for a month. There haven't even been 25 applicants. Looks like a very good opportunity. Here is another remote one. This one's had a few applicants, but they're still hiring. Expand search engine marketing campaigns. Analyze and focus on key metrics for SEO, PPC, Google, Facebook. So build, analyze, and test SEO and PPC campaigns. I mean, this is SEM is primarily what you'd be doing here. Paid search. This is the primary thing. You can launch an SEO campaign, but you're not going to see results for months. But with paid, you see the results instantly, which is one of the reasons why it is such a great skill set to have. This is a great one too. Self-starter, blah, blah, blah. And then once again, at least 3 years of experience. And then it says Google certified a plus. It's the same thing I just said in the last 3 videos. Incredibly fast learner, blah, blah, blah. I know this is the type of job my students have gotten these. They learn how to stand out, how to do proper account structure. They learn all the pitfalls, and they are able to blow people away in the interview. And I'm sure they would stand out from any other candidate. Here is associate digital media buyer in Vermont. This is hands-on keyboard campaign upload and optimization management. This one is interesting because it's been up for 3 weeks. There have been some applicants. But again, remember, guys, either way, I would be encouraged by any of these things. If you see a job posting's been up, nobody's applied, that's great. And if you see it's still up for 3 weeks and they've had 55 applicants and they haven't hired anybody yet, that's also great. It means they haven't found the right person. So here you go with 1+ years in experience managing digital advertising. Now, this is great. Again, remember, when you see the 3 to 5 years, it's a little intimidating, but this is the truth, 1+ years. And when you see 1+ years on a job posting, that means they're really looking for anybody that knows the basics, who's probably going to get on the job training and a lot of support. Here, okay, so now we're out of the remote jobs, but there's still plenty of other remote jobs. That's the other thing, guys. A lot of these jobs, they may want you to live in the city where the agency is located, but a lot of people are working remote. In fact, most of my recent interviews are working remote. Even though they're working at a company that might be nearby, they're still working from home. So that's happening quite a bit these days. So here we are in Madison, Wisconsin. This job posting has been up for a month and it doesn't even have 25 applicants. Why is looking for experienced digital marketing specialists, develop effective digital strategies, plan, execute, measure paid and organic digital marketing campaigns, proven work experience, bachelor's, and then this one doesn't even have years experience, which is great. Bachelor's degree, that's again, guys, and when they say work experience in software, MarTech, or B2B preferred, this is again their little code way of saying we really don't have anybody qualified. If you don't have a degree and you show up with everything I teach you in the course, you will be even more compelling than somebody with a bachelor's degree, especially since they haven't even had 25 applicants and they're still looking. Here's another one. I think I remember this one is Natura Life Science Digital Marketing Specialist, which is kind of a cool science industry. Interfacing with marketing, communication, functions, PR, events, retail. I guess that means you're going to be part of a team that's not just digital. You're the digital person leading management of digital touch points. I like this where it says deep understanding of digital marketing. Deep understanding. It must be 21 years of age to work in the licensed cannabis facility. That's pretty cool. In-depth knowledge of SEO and AdWords programs, preferred qualifications. Honestly, this looks like one of those slam dunk ones where I'm sure out of all those 50 applicants, they haven't found anybody that understands paid search or SEO. And this looks like a really, really entry-level position, even based on the way that they're putting the posting together. Here is another remote position from a company called OuterBox, posted a week ago, not even 25 applicants. Okay, now this one does say senior level, which is kind of funny because senior level, as we've said again and again, like, oh my God, 5 years, 10 years. Well, actually they're saying 3 years. 3 years experience in SEO, understanding the best practices, in-depth knowledge of marketing tools to perform keyword research, analytics certification, you get all that in the course. And then it's funny, they also, your knowledge of PPC and Google Ads would also be a bonus. I would tell you, when you got a place that hasn't had 25 applicants, it's a remote job, I would still apply, guys, especially if it's a agency with 70 employees. This is the type of place where you apply for this position and there's a good chance they would say, well, this is a senior position, but we have a junior position available. But even so, I mean, their senior position is still like 3 years experience. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. And based on what they're saying here, like monthly reports, basic elements of SEO optimization, dude, you can do that. My students do more than that. So again, I think it's a function of either, again, when you get these smaller cities like Cleveland, or the fact that, maybe people don't even know that these remote opportunities exist. They haven't had as many applicants. Now, this is the opposite. This is over in Seattle, which is a more tech city. You got 74 applicants, but it's been up for 4 weeks. and they haven't hired anybody, which says to me, they have not found anybody. Enthusiasm about the IT industry, 2 years of experience in outbound marketing. This is an interesting little bonus. Some of my students, you guys are bilingual in Spanish language copywriting proficiency a plus. This is a real thing to focus on whether you're bilingual in the US or outside the US. A lot of companies do have, like, look, it's an IT company or they work with IT tech companies, but sounds like they're advertising to a Spanish speaking market. And that is definitely something that would, listen, the amount of people who have these skills in PPC and SEO is very small. The percentage who are bilingual and also have those skills is really small. But anyway, Facebook, blah, blah, blah. This is another good opportunity. Here's one this one, actually, I actually connected with somebody that works over here. This isn't the best opportunity. I just threw it in there because this is more, it looks like it's more of a management, or was it a project management type thing. But again, it's posted 2 months ago. They've only had 34 applicants. They're still looking to hire. And what I imagine is, sounds like a management position, which means you need to be somebody who's comfortable leading teams. So if you're just starting out in your career, you may not be familiar with this, but if you're somebody who is like, maybe you're in high school and you're managing people at Starbucks or something, you have that skill set of leadership. But what I'm betting is that, project management, this is not a very difficult skill set. It's very common, but somebody who understands digital marketing, SEO, PPC, and can manage teams, that's very rare. So there's just so many options when you have this skill set. Here's one in Texas. They are disrupting on-demand delivery. CPC, CPL, conversion rates, customer journeys, paid advertising, keyword research. So again, this is another one. This is why I teach both SEO and PPC in my course. A lot of my students do get just straight up Google Ads jobs or straight up SEO. But if you know both, it just makes you that more powerful of a candidate. 2 years of experience in digital marketing. Remember, 2 years still code for not that much experience. I've told you I've had students have gotten jobs that say 3 years, 4 years, even 5 years experience. Deep knowledge of marketing funnels. I like deep knowledge and strong understanding of ads in Facebook and Google, and experience in setting up marketing and retargeting ads, which you will have. Familiarity with Google Sheets. Not really in digital marketing, so but you can definitely get that. Collaborative mindset, expert in AdWords and paid social apps. Absolutely. So again, these guys have had 80 applicants, but they posted it 4 weeks ago, and you'd think they would have hired somebody by now if they had found somebody compelling. Here's a good one in Boise, Idaho. By the way, I'm about 12 minutes, almost done. I want to take a little quick break for my Canadian viewers. There's a much smaller percentage of you guys, but I wanted to hop over here and show you this message. This is one of my students, Brett, and he asked me if I have an affiliate program because he took my course 4 years ago. It landed me a junior gig at Performance Media Buying Agency. 4 years later, he is now the COO of that company. This is going to be a great interview. And I looked him up, and he is in Canada, British Columbia. Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. So I'm very excited. You guys, I get a lot of people asking about Canada. I'm excited to interview Brett sometime in the near future and give you guys a nice Canadian success story. There are plenty of jobs in Canada. It's just, remember, the US has 10 times as many people. The population in the US is like 300 million, and in Canada, it's like 30 million. So that's why there's, it's just correlated to the population. Anyway, back to Boise. This is pretty cool because it looks like they have some pretty reputable clients: Apple, ESPN, NFL, blah, blah. Create, optimize, analyze, pay advertising campaigns. They're in Boise. They have had 133 applicants. Now, don't throw up your hands and say, oh my God. This, again, people applying, I'm likely do not have the same insights and ability to demonstrate your understanding of account structure as you will if you do my course. Remember, I have that testimonial from Carlos, who beat out 700 people for his position. It happens all the time. And in this one's really great because it's an experience using, I love how MailChimp is the first thing. Like that shouldn't be the first thing. The first thing should be Google AdWords and Facebook ads. And then the other thing, experience with SEO and SEM, blah, blah, blah. You have all these things. Again, don't be intimidated when you see a lot of applicants. That just means you have more of a chance to shine. Same thing with this one. I think this one was posted because it says junior. I'm sure that's why they got so many people. Experience managing paid ads on Google, Facebook, and Instagram. And because it says junior, that's probably why it has more applicants. But again, it's been up for a week. They haven't found anybody. At least 1 year of experience with Google and Facebook ads. They misspelled that word. But when you know how to set up Facebook ads and Google ads, it will stand out for this position. And again, guys, it's just a small sampling. Let's go to this opportunity, which is in Utah, posted 5 days ago, hasn't even been 25 applicants, for a company called Dealer Inspire, which is like, actually, I've worked with people who've worked with this company. I believe that they do advertising for automotive clients. And so, required skills, knowledgeable in digital marketing, social media, SEO, SEM, analytics, strong knowledge of digital marketing, account management, paid search, social media. I love that. Strong knowledge of. And it's funny, it says 3+ years experience. And that's kind of ridiculous too, because it doesn't say, what do you need 3+ years experience in specifically? Especially in West Jordan, Utah, you come in with a knowledge of PPC and SEO, you are going to stand out from all the other applicants. Here is another remote position, which has been up for 3 weeks with 72 applicants, but they still haven't hired anyone. SEM, AdWords, Bing, or Google Ads in Bing, optimize website and landing pages to improve conversion rates, all the stuff you do in the course. Proven experience, I love this, where it's, again, 3+ years experience, and then Google AdWords certified, preferable or willing to obtain certification. Are you kidding me? Anybody with 3+ years of experience should have certification. So you got to show up with that, and you're certified. It is impressive. 2 to 3 years online marketing experience, working knowledge of Google Analytics. You can do all this stuff. It's very interesting, again, when you see something's been up for 3 weeks and they've had all these applicants and the posting is still up. They should have hired somebody by now. If there were even a couple of compelling candidates in the first week, they should be through the process at this point. But apparently that's not the case. And then the last one here, and I put these together kind of randomly. I like this one because Raleigh, Chapel Hill, North Carolina, South Carolina, those 2 states actually have some pretty good agencies and opportunities. Optimize on-page technical SEO, PPC, and then a minimum of 2 years experience working with digital or online tools. And I love it. Minimum 2 years experience managing WordPress. You guys learn how to use WordPress in my course too. Experience creating, delivering content. Christian marketing. Interesting. That's a whole other niche that you can get into. Create and manage paid ad campaigns. That is the key thing. And again, there's very few people among the 49 applicants that understand how to properly do paid ads. So anyway, guys, I know I blazed through these. That's just a small sample of the jobs that are available. That's the great thing, because like when you watch these videos, I only spend 20 minutes and I go through a handful of jobs. When you're in the course, you can keep looking. You can look for, nowadays, it's actually better for you because what's happening in the world, you can apply for jobs out of state, and the idea of working remotely is no longer crazy. It's become much more common. You can look for straight up remote jobs. Like I showed you, you can freelance, you can get your own clients. You have so many options, and there are so many jobs. You literally, like I say in my course, don't bulk apply. I've seen other people saying stuff like, just click the easy apply, which I also don't recommend fully, because you really want to customize each application. Like Basma was saying in her interview, she had her eye on a specific agency for a specific reason. She's going to be much more compelling than if a person can tell you've just fired out 40 resumes. You want to customize and understand the company that you are applying to. But you go through this, you're not going to get through all 48,000 results. You are going to always have new opportunities. And even if, let's say you did get through all that, which if you submit 10,000 job applications and you don't get an interview, you have to talk to me, because something's wrong. But there always are new jobs every day. There's new jobs, and some of these jobs are getting filled, not all of them. You can see there's so many where it's like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, but there's always new jobs. Companies are always realizing that they need new people. There's turnover. There's people one agency, like this happens with my students, they get a great entry-level job, and after 6 months, they go to the next agency, and then that agency needs to fill the entry-level position. It's happening all over the place, and it's just going to continue. So anyway, if you haven't already checked out my free course, click the link below, go to digitalcareerblueprint.com, check out the free mini course that has brought, so many people into this field. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them under the video, and I'll see you in the next video.